It feels like there's been a huge uptick in aviation disasters since the DC tragedy, and you're probably thinking like, what the hell is going on right now? I hate to break it to you, nothing is going on. This is normal. If I asked you whether there was more or less aviation disasters since the DC incident, you'd probably say more, right? As of the time of me recording, if you look at the FAA statements on aviation accidents and incidents, in the 21 days following the DC tragedy, there's been 30 aviation-related accidents or incidents. In the 21 days before, also 30. Jog your memory back a month before DC, you'd probably be hard-pressed to remember any accidents. And that's because the DC disaster was the worst domestic airline crash in 20 years. It was also an outlier, a rare occurrence. Everything else going on right now is just how it always goes. I have a colleague at the Free Press who used to work for the and they had a mantra every time they had big outlier disaster, and it was two makes a trend. Basically, there's many tragedies constantly happening around you. Once there's a large tragedy, it's perfect fodder for the immediate news cycle. If you want to like compare catastrophes, remember the East Palestine train derailment in 2023? The month after, it was story after story of numerous train derailments that were going on nationwide. Trains became the new like shark attacks. In 2023 in the United States, there were exactly 1,300 derailment. And you're like, wow, that seems really high. But the year before that, 2022, only had 75 less train derailments. But you had this outlier event, and two makes a trend, kicks in. Transportation-wise, we live in like a miracle period. Every mode of transportation you take, it's inconceivable how safe it is compared to 30 years ago. If every tragedy like this feels threatening to you, that's because that's how good you have it.